Welcome everybody to the Voice Chat Podcast, episode 25. My name is Maaz from TheAMaazing.
I'm Laddi.
I'm Rushlight Invader.
I'm TJ.
Wait, no,
Oh,
it's
wait,
me.
no,
What the fuck?
You premature, dude.
It's always
literally
Ben.
said we haven't messed up
Wait,
in
wait, wait,
so
can we
long,
do
and
that?
then you messing up.
1 out of 5, man. It's okay.
You were like, that's
Can you
pretty
blame
straightforward.
There was a 50% chance. There was a.
Uh,
Alright, guys, here's the
Sorry.
TJ did that on
It
purpose.
wasn't
too.
me.
no,
Yeah,
no,
he did
no.
it on purpose. Right, and so that's TJ from TJ Toons, and
I'm Alex from Alex's Corner.
there we go. See, Alex, you can end your hyperventilation now. You're done.
Yeah,
No.
because TJ messed up, and it kind of like, okay, that's fine. He messed
It's
up.
another podcast.
He's the one that messed up, not you, Alex. It's okay.
Good job, Alex. You can still be a failure, but you'll have a friend with you.
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
No,
Before we
guys, I was
start,
just trying to-
I wanna thank all of the patrons who are supporting us, as well as channel members who are supporting us. With a major shout out to Yu, as well as Storyteller25. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
There you
So
go.
bad.
Thank
Here's the fan art as
you.
well for everyone who want to see. And I just want to
Oh,
let you guys
that's
know that
cool.
I also want to let you guys know that this podcast is a week old. If you want to have the most up-to-date podcast episode, head on over to our Patreon or channel member, and you can see it exclusively early. There you go. Mwah.
So
Super
sexy.
early.
Smooch
There you go.
dudes.
And now
Such a
with
good
starting with
deal.
TJ jumping the gun. Oh, TJ.
Nigga, what the frick, dude? Bro.
I'm sorry.
I like the thing is that's one of my favorite tropes in any show when somebody's over enthusiastic and jumps the gun. You know what I mean? Like you walk into a classroom, it's like, "Hello, everybody. My name is Mr. Hi, my name is Maaz." It's like, what was that? What was that? You have 3 apples instead of 1 apple.
You literally said like, okay, that's pretty straightforward. I don't think we can mess this up. Messes it
Yeah.
up, like.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like,
Now
I
TJ did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. Okay.
No.
TJ
He did
was
it
like,
for
you
the
know, this
clout.
podcast it just isn't funny enough. You know, you know what I mean? I need.
Yeah. We roasting.
Oh, good. No, it's all good. I just want to know. I am curious to know that Alex, you can answer this instead of TJ, I guess. But was he like this during the Philippines thing? Was he?
Oh, he freaking like jumps the gun. Gone.
Oh
Gone.
my
Yeah,
God.
gone. He jumps the
Gone.
gone, Alex.
Jumps
Yeah.
the gone.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just gone.
He's gone. He just runs away.
He's
He's
just
like,
gone.
yeah, in a meatup, it's like, hi, this is Alex, this is Toonsy, this is Harry, TJ, and TJ's like,
No. No, I be
Further and further.
stepping up, guys.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like,
But how was the Philippines thing? I heard you guys had like a meetup and work session or something.
Work
it was
session.
great.
I didn't work. Work and vacation don't mix well at all.
The thing,
Yeah,
like, Rush
honestly.
Rush says the exact same thing. Rush always goes like, I want to go to LA and work with James. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not gonna do
No,
that.
what do you mean? Dude, bro. When I went down for Halloween, I got like a month work of work done in like a week. Dude, I was a machine.
All right. Okay, maybe you're the exception because you're always the exception to everything. But
But if it's
I
like in a convention, like you know,
Yeah.
everyone's gathered in
Yeah.
this big community, then you're never gonna work.
Yeah, I'm never gonna work at VidCon. Like that's
Yeah.
vacation time.
no, but it wasn't a convention, Alex. It was you, TJ, Toonsy, and
Yeah,
Alex who went
that's
to
why-
Philippines together.
Yeah. The thing is,
guess
Alex wasn't the only one. Like, I think she was the only one not really working. But like,
Yeah.
we had a lot of time to spare, so like we worked. Alex was always the one early. Like she was always the first one to like wake up and stuff. Me,
That's
Toonsy, and
right.
Eric's always stayed up like super late, just doing
Yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
working, not just doing
Yeah.
stuff. Working.
Ah!
You cut to them, they
What
just
are
singing
you
K-pop.
doing?
No.
You just cut to them,
Yeah.
TJ's like, Okay, next. I'm second. I'm not first. TJ, fuck!
Yeah.
Practicing not to be first.
Like I just had a the mentality of like I am flying out to the Philippines. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my iPad and work along there and just do a bit of work. But I mostly had the mindset of like I'm gonna take a break from everything and it's
The
just like
tourist mindset.
just be
Yeah.
like a tourist mindset. But yeah,
but
like
you can't. Can you do that though? Didn't you guys have like a meet and greet thing?
yeah, we did. We did. It was awesome. It was actually the mall people gave the venue, the security guards, all our tables and chairs for free. Like everything was not
Was
paid. It was
free.
like a free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it was
That
not.
actually makes me so mad.
It was
Maaz
not.
had to suffer at one time.
Yeah, it's not a
Wait, the
paid
thing-
event as well.
Yeah,
Like
the thing with us is that we didn't do any like crazy event or like play games and such. It was just purely a meet and greet. So like how you do things in VidCon US when you have like meet and greet lotteries. I think
Yeah,
that's how
yeah,
you word it. It was similar to that,
Yeah.
but like no payment whatsoever. So we
Yeah.
Gucci.
and a lot of
Yeah.
people turned up, like 120.
It was
Wow.
a lot
Yeah.
of people.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a handful.
Dude,
I
that
was
you know what? It's
surprised.
crazy. So I was looking at my YouTube analytics for geography a few
Mm.
days ago. Don't ask why I was looking at that such a specific analytic, but it's like yeah. So apparently, I have more fans in the Philippines than I do in Australia. So
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's,
Wait,
that's for
what?
me as well. That's
Yeah.
for me as well.
I mean, I understand Alex, but what?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's-
I
that's
guess
interesting.
Filipino communities enjoy animation more than Australians.
Maaz, you have to
do.
come to the Philippines now. You gotta meet your Philippine fans. Like-
Honestly, look at if there is VidCon Asia, like a real VidCon Asia this year, then I'm definitely going.
First international meet and greet. We haven't done anything international together, right, Maz?
Yo, bring
No.
the AAA to the Philippines. How about that?
Yeah.
To us, to America.
Well, actually, I want to ask then, Alice, how was it compared to the VidCon Australia and the AAA? How was that?
The meet and greet.
Yeah, like
It was more tiring because
really.
Yeah, it took. We started 2:30 and it took 5 hours, and we
You
were
have a
Okay,
camera?
so the
so-
thing
No.
the thing is,
Whoa.
we were supposed to start at like 3
3.
p.m. But
Yes.
but people came early, like super early, like an hour early. And
No,
Rushlight,
9
what does that
a.m.
remind
in the
you of?
mall. Like 9 a.m.
Oh,
in the mall.
geez.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like
People
everyone
were
was
roaming.
tweeting
The
to
thing is,
us.
you guys are going like, oh, that's crazy, and then Rush Laddi and I, we just PTSD flashback to VidCon 2017.
You're right.
That damn, dude, they were like 2-3 hours early. We're like, oh no.
Yeah, that
It brings back memories.
Scarred.
Traumatic.
I
But
still one
yeah,
of my favorite memories from that is still the when I said the meet and greet has finally begun because they were 2 hours early and we started 2 hours early. And then when I said, guys, it has officially begun, the people who have been there for 2 hours, they're like, oh no, 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 like no anymore.
Make it stop.
I
But
don't know, man.
like other than that, we had a really great time. But like it's just standing up for so long, and my face started to cramp up
Oh
so
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like
Face?
from all the smiling and from all like
Dude,
just
TJ, that's
everything.
actually, I feel like people don't realize that that's a thing. That happens all the time.
Exactly.
Dude.
Oh my gosh, my lips started to hurt, and then like as soon as like the like everyone else left, I was just like my legs. I didn't care about my legs. It was my face more. Like my face was in pain.
Did you take a
honestly.
picture?
My smile was glitching.
Yeah, it was glitching.
My smile was glitching.
It was
Dude,
legit.
you know what? God really didn't patch your face properly. You know what I mean? Like, really,
Eh.
your face really be glitching, bro.
I was
Hey, yo.
like fading, bro. Like fade.
You
I
still
can't
there, bro?
imagine
still
you
there?
being more tired. Like in VidCon Australia, in the first AAA when we just had like the 3-4 hour meet and greet, Sultan literally slept in the car. Like he just knocked out in the car to our dinner. I think no, maybe no. Alex slept in the car. Sultan walked to the restaurant. He's like, Maz, my eyes are blurry, man. I can't see.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
It's,
wow.
it's
Oh, no.
tiring. Meet and greets are like so tiring,
But
and so
it's
It
so
props
takes
to you
a
worth
lot
guys.
of
it.
energy.
Yeah, props to you
Yeah.
guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
But the
I guess
people
like
who waited as well in
mhm.
the line, they waited for like 4 hours
People are
online,
crazy.
and then
Not
it's
worth
just
it,
like,
man. Apparently,
why? Why?
well, you guys can answer this properly, but like Malaysian, Singaporean, Filipino, like all of the kind of island nations, they're crazy about YouTubers. Like they will
What?
camp for hours and hours. Yeah, no, apparently.
Wow.
My my friend,
Yeah, they showed
she's
me.
like the biggest fan of PewDiePie. Like she loves PewDiePie,
The-
and
Mhm.
she was telling me that she literally like hunted him down like social
What?
media when they were in Malaysia.
Wow.
And, like
Way.
he's in this district. Go go go! And she was coordinating with friends to find
No.
PewDiePie.
Oh
yeah.
my
Who
god.
did they find
Yeah,
them?
that used to be crazy.
I could
Yeah.
just
PewDiePie mentioned that.
imagine her with like a spear and like a
Yep.
head, you know, like like hunt them down.
It's like a David Attenborough like a documentary. I smelled the wild Swedish man. Like this.
Like Bear Grylls, like she starts peeing in a bottle, and I'm like drinking.
Peeing on him.
Yo, can we
No. Claiming
can
your
we talk
territory.
about the Gucci girl? The Gucci, like we thought they
Oh,
were gonna be like all
yes.
students and
Yeah.
like people, like originally we didn't do a venue because we kind of thought people might not have that much money to buy tickets
Yeah.
and stuff. It's not
Yeah.
that like I'm looking down on the country, but like just in general, like Philippines,
Like looking
low,
after,
yeah,
looking
yeah,
after
yeah.
their
Yeah, you're being responsible. Yeah, yeah.
spending
Yeah.
money and stuff.
But then this girl came up and she had all these Gucci like branded like
Yeah.
stuff, and we were like, "Is that real?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, it's real."
Yeah, it's
What?
She was
real.
sugar daddy?
We didn't
Uh,
sign it. We
no,
didn't sign it though.
Alex.
I'm-
TJ, there is no way she would be like if it was fake. She would never be like, "Oh yeah, it's very fake. I bought everything fake." You know what I mean?
No, but
Of course,
it,
like, you're gonna say yes, it's real.
But
no, we
this is
asked
the
her
Philippines
mom.
we're talking about.
We asked her mom, and she was like, "Yeah, it's very real."
But she can also be lying.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
this
she
is
was
the
wearing
Philippines.
branded clothes too.
No, mums
Yeah.
never lie, guys. Mums would never.
Moms never lie.
My mom told me I'm Gucci. Like,
My mom told me
Yeah.
Santa Claus exists. So guys, I
Yeah.
know my mom is.
She'll never
Yeah.
lie.
She never lie.
My mom
So-
told me that she loves me. Okay, guys.
Now that's a lie, though. I'm sorry to tell you.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Sounds so sad.
Mm.
No, but I'm glad you guys had a really good time in the Philippines. You know.
Yeah, it felt like
Yeah.
I Airbnb'd with like YouTubers for like 7 days. And
That's what you
there's like
did.
no convention or anything. It's just like, oh yeah, we're just living together for 7 days. And it was an experience, I guess. Yeah.
What'd you all do?
Oh, like
a
we-
lot of things.
yeah, a lot of things. Yeah. Like toured around the
Why
city.
so
and all
sus?
that
What the
stuff.
heck?
Yeah,
What-
what happened?
A lot of things.
Look,
What you guys
we,
doing?
okay. Before the night before the meet and greet, TJ and I went clubbing.
Oh, dude. You
Wait,
can't-
what?
Oh.
Well, you're 21?
It was supposed to be like I actually
Huh?
lost him for like half an hour.
You got
Right?
scooped up.
Okay, yeah. TJ, you tell.
Dude, you could've been-
So,
you could've been- you could've been like-
I mean, we did have a good time, but like I was more so like the caretaker, if you might say.
What?
Caretakers don't get
No.
lost.
Kind of like that in a way, but we had a good time, honestly. Like I was just
No.
trying to make sure nothing happened, you know, like taking care. Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah,
like chill at
Alex
the first.
can't handle any alcohol. She is.
No.
I
I
had
could.
mine.
I
Just
could.
gone.
I can.
You
I
know,
can.
you know it.
So
But we play a
I.
lot of
sip
board
of beer
games
and she's like
too.
gone. She's
Yeah,
dead.
yeah,
You're right.
Too woppy.
Like in the span of the 30 minutes I lost him, like in the dance floor, there was like it was like 1 a.m. and everyone was just like crazy and all that stuff. I was like, okay, I lost TJ. And I was like I was fixing my hair on the dance floor and I felt my finger like jab into someone's mouth. Like I was like, oh shit. And I was like, and I turned around and then the guy was like covering his mouth and I was like shocked. I was like, oh no.
So sorry.
He just turns around and just goes,
Oh,
do
no.
that again.
You got the third base.
That's probably
And I
what
was
he said, but
No, yeah. And that
Like
was,
your
you know,
fingers.
this is the first time I've ever gone clubbing, and that was like the first impression I've ever had on someone. Just like stab him in the mouth with
Wow.
my finger, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry." Then I got out of the dance floor, and I saw like an empty couches, and I didn't know they were VIP
Uh-oh.
seats, right? And so
Wow.
I sat in one of the VIP
Oh,
seats.
no.
Yo,
And
she
then they
sat
were-
down and drank the freaking
No,
alcohol.
I didn't drink. I didn't
You
drink.
say
the-
you did.
No, I did. I sniffed one of their alcohol, and then
Random, random girl.
and then there was these
That's
two
not
girls
how
that
you consume alcohol, Alex.
Not cocaine.
no, I
Not
was like
alcohol.
because I
Tell
saw
him,
like,
Laddi.
Yeah,
The-
I'm
the
expert.
table was like full of drinks, and then there was this vase that a vase full of like it looked like Coca-Cola, but then I'm like, this is not Coca-Cola, so
So you
I don't
sniffed
wanna
that.
so I took the vase and then I was about to sniff it. Then these two girls came up to me and they're like, "Excuse me, I think you're on the wrong table." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Then I got kicked out.
Al, what's wrong with you?
Two VIP people walking into this random drunk homeless goes sniffing a vase.
And I
Oh,
was-
Yo, honestly, yeah, Alex be vibing.
It's like, take that with you.
You're on
Don't
the
leave it
wrong
here.
Table. It's
And I
like,
got-
yeah.
yeah, you know, and then I got
Yeah.
kicked out of the VIP couch.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
no.
No kidding.
Well, they didn't kick me
Duh.
out. I was just like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Then I left. And then yeah, in that span of time, TJ was getting like, you know, getting all the bitches and all the
Oh,
What do you
Uh-huh.
mean?
Oh, yeah. Dude,
like you have
No.
me. Like you have me, right? Like
Yeah.
all lost and homeless and TJ's
Uh-huh.
like vibing.
No, I was
TJ's
just
like vibing with
I
all
was
like
just vibing,
random
man.
people.
I believe
Yo,
it.
it's
Come
too late.
back, TJ's
What
got
do you-
the same two girls in the VIP area around him.
I
Is
believe
this
it.
the
I
girl?
believe it. That VidCon, at VidCon, we went for boba, right? And
Yeah.
TJ, like, it was me, Saber,
Oh, I
and
remember
TJ.
that.
And there was this
That's the
girl
funniest
who,
thing.
like, she was at the counter. And TJ was like, "Oh, she's pretty cute." And I guess he had like complimented her in line or something. But like afterwards, she gave us a piece of paper with her Instagram on it, and then she was like, "Give that to your friend
Oh
over there."
my
And I was like,
gosh.
TJ.
No, what image am I
TJ.
creating for?
You
What'd you
absolute
say to her?
womanizer.
What'd you say to
Yo.
her, guy?
Yo, yeah, this is a funnier story, but like she gave me the paper, right? And then we were in Little Tokyo, and then I had no idea because it wasn't a receipt. She gave me a receipt, and then wrote in the receipt and gave it to me. And I was the thing I do with my receipts, I always throw it away, like without like I just
You
throw it away,
are
and then
He threw it away.
and then I threw it in the trash can, and then like I like hopped on the
We were
taxi
all
and
mad.
That was your future
They were
wife,
like,
dude.
TJ. Yeah, and that's
Dude.
that. That's how it ended.
I
So-
love the
secrets.
idea of TJ being like an accidental Barney Stinson. You know what I mean? Like the biggest flirt, just accidentally.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's why I believe that like he had all these girls
Oh my
around
God.
him when Alex.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
He has a suit
yeah.
on. See, that's why he always jumps in first because he's just like, "Hi, I'm TJ." You know?
TJ,
No.
remember? I thought some guy kissed you in that club, and I was like, I'm
Huh?
about to find
Oh.
him. And like
My
on
real king.
in my angle of vision, my vision, right? I saw this guy like go up to his face, and it looked like the guy kissed him, and I was like,
Yo, she
holy
thought-
shit.
She thought I kissed a dude, and like,
Wait,
TJ
Alex, but
really
why were you
showed
gonna-
his
why,
true
why were you
colors.
gonna fight the other guy? And that why,
Because it's like that's sexual harassment.
no,
Why,
and then you
that's the
turn around,
guy?
TJ's like into it.
I asked the
Oh,
same
shit.
question,
Fair.
Maaz, and she's like, I told her, what if I'm not getting out?
Yeah, what if I'm gay? Yeah. But the thing is, like, it's the same guy that Alex put her finger in.
Wow, you're cheating on me?
Oh my god.
Wow.
You didn't like my
Wow, wow,
fingers?
wow.
Oh, dang.
Get all the way off my
Get all the way off my back and into my mouth, okay?
He didn't
Oh,
like
wait.
fingers.
Yo, but Alex had like some casualties. Honestly, she
Oh
lost.
fuck yeah, I forgot that.
Casualty? What? Did he kill someone? What the heck?
No. That's not what I meant. That's
No,
not what I meant. It's that she had a little accident. Like
She peed herself.
That too, and no, she lost her. She
She's in the
lost.
VIP area. She did the keys.
Uh-oh, I gotta go toilet.
I guess it's the VIP area.
I like piss in the VIP area.
It's the
You'll
boss.
never know.
Suck it.
Did you know what VIP stands for?
Bruh.
Very important. Piss.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Alex. Thanks for explaining it. Okay.
Oh.
Uh,
No, but what's up,
Was-
TJ? What's the actual casualty?
But
What
yeah,
happened?
she was dancing in the dance floor, and
Ooh.
somehow I don't know how, but she dropped like Australian
my-
dollars on the dance floor.
Oh
Uh-huh.
And she lost
Pesos.
pesos and dollars, isn't it?
I think there was 100 AUD note in that. I don't
No.
know.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she dropped a lot of money, and I
What's
didn't
wrong with
know.
you?
I
It's
found
like-
my. Oh, go on.
Yeah, because I thought she was just like being weird, because she was like down on the ground, like looking for something, and I look
Picking
at her
up
and was
my
like,
coins.
and I was like, bro, just vibe, it's just coins, and she's like, no, I lost a lot of money. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's
I
like a
found.
dance
I
move. She's
found.
just crawling on all fours. Like,
Yeah.
she's just vibing.
She's vibing. Sorry, TJ. That's just how I vibe. But really, I found my wallet like unzipped, and it was I didn't have pockets. I gave TJ my phone to put it in his pocket, and I just had my wallet like dangling on my arm. And so I was like, okay, I don't have anything to hold on to. I'll just dance all the way through this night. And then 5 minutes later, I got really paranoid. You know that feeling when you're supposed to hold onto something, but then you're
Yep,
like, no,
yep.
I have it here. I have it here. Then I looked at my wallet. It was unzipped. And I was like, no, how did that happen? And then I saw all my coins on the floor, and I started picking up my coins on the dance
Aw.
floor. So
Damn.
yeah.
It turns out it was the guy she stuck her finger in.
He pickpocketed her.
He stuck his dirty hands in my wallet. But yeah.
Wait, did he ever manage to find the money?
I
No.
don't even know anymore. Like we just got out of there after that
It's-
casual
was bad.
incident, and then I was
Pickpocketed.
like, yeah, you know
Alex
what?
was
It's
so done.
fine.
She was just done.
Yeah, we have a meet and greet tomorrow. Let's just hop out.
lost
Hop
so
out.
I had like a
funny.
hangover next day or something.
Oh yeah.
No, she was
You
fine
did-
actually.
You did. She like fans are meeting Alex. Alex like, okay, whatever. Just don't be loud. All right, move on.
Aw.
No, I'm still the happy Alex I was. in
It's
the
like
meet and
the
greet.
Dobre brothers. Did you see when they were when
Yeah.
the pen goes in? Don't say a word. They're just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
know,
that was so horrible.
and then
Big
Danny
ones.
and Drew Good, Danny Gonzalez and Drew Gooden did their version where they beat up the fan.
They're literally like punching.
Yeah. They're like, hey, come back here. And did you see Danny's new video about Yummy, the Justin Bieber thing?
I saw
Right.
No.
Curtis's
I saw on
new
Twitter.
video about
Oh,
No,
I saw
you
the
can see
thumbnail.
Danny Gonzalez's one, man, because he made the new song called Yummy, which is
Mm.
exactly the same but way better, you know?
Mm. I'll have
and
to
it's
watch it.
so good. Like
Um,
Justin Bieber has been pulling some really weird, shady stuff with his
I think he's
Yummy.
part
Yeah.
of
Why? What
Illuminati.
happened?
The way he's like
Yeah,
advertising it.
yeah. No, Laddi, you
Oh.
probably know more than I do. What's up?
Oh, he straight up like calling up fans and like fans are
Oh,
like freaking
what?
out in the like they're having like a FaceTime or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, so do you have your computer out? Do you have your computer? Have you bought my song Yummy on iTunes?" And like they're freaking out. They're like, "Oh yeah, I have." And like it's so gross.
Like personally
Yeah.
called them?
Yeah.
Like
Like yeah,
what?
they're like
Heck?
having a face-to-face time like thing. And like he's just advertising, he's like making sure like, "Yo, you bought my song, right?" And then if they say yes, he's like, "Oh, you're doing the whole world a service or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, shut
Ugh.
up, Justin."
That's what you say to army vets, okay? That's
Yeah.
That's pretty
you,
cringe, not
you
gonna
brought my
lie, bro.
song because the reason he's doing it because he got #2 on the top singles chart and not #1 like he usually does, and I think he's like
Mhm.
actually having a breakdown because the
Uh,
idea of him not being anything less than #1 is like, huh?
It's like, "Ooh, if
Huh?
you had just written maybe a better song, it would have got number
Yeah,
one."
dude, you got that yummy yum, that yummy yum, that
Yummy,
yummy
yummy.
yummy. Okay, thank you, Justin.
Yummy.
Thank you.
Very
We've
poetic.
heard
You are
enough.
a stallion. You are you're not in a stable. You're on the run.
Mhm.
Essentially, you're a male horse who is unstable, and you're on the run from the police. Thank you very much, Justin. Thank you, Justin. Thank you. You know, and so it's like, and not only
That's
that, he got
crazy.
like a lot of big YouTubers to kind of sponsor the song. Like
Oh,
but he doesn't
Really good
what?
edit
haul.
the video. He just FaceTimes them, and they record the FaceTime, and they put it in the video.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's going into lengths.
Yeah, he
Okay.
FaceTimed Lele Pons or something.
He was in like a David Dobrik video recently.
Yeah, but that one's really funny though. That one's
yeah,
really
that one was
funny.
funny. But
Yeah,
it's
because
like he's everywhere though.
yeah, David Dobrik is like driving in a car, and
Mhm.
Justin's hiding in the back seat, and then David comes like has one friend in the front with him. And he's like, "Yeah, have you heard Justin's new song?" It's like, "Yeah, yummy." And it's like, "Yeah, what do you feel about it?" And some of them would be like, "Yeah, it's pretty decent." And others would be like, "No, it's garbage." And then Justin would pop in from the back, like, "Yeah, yeah, what you say? What you saying about my song?" And they would like freak out.
Oh my
Yeah, it's
god.
really good
Yeah.
actually. I like that video.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it.
But
But like
Yeah.
that's a good one. But the Lele Pons is just sucky, suck.
Lily Pons.
I don't know. I guess I respect the hustle, but I don't respect this much.
no.
You know,
Yeah.
not really.
I
If you're
saw
gonna
Nerd
game the
City's.
billboards,
I saw Nerd City's video about Lily Pons.
Oh yeah,
how good
that was
is
good.
that?
I love Nerd City. Like I'm so
The
into his
the
content.
editing,
Like he's
man,
so
the
good.
editing on that video alone is just broken, dude.
Yeah.
Nerd City is senpai.
It's crazy because like when I met him at VidCon US, he was hanging out with Drew, Danny, Jake, Nakey Jakey, Gus Johnson, you know, that squad.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And no one would like all these fans were barraging them, and Ian was just standing there, and I was just like, "Yo, what's up, man?" He's like, "Yo, what's up?" And I got added to a Twitter group conversation by the Internet Historian, and it had like him, it had Your Movie Sucks, it had Nerd City, it had a few other people who wanted to meet up at VidCon, and I was like, "Oh, dude, that would be dope." I didn't get to do that, but then I was just like, Nerd City and I were talking in the chat, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm the guy. I'm Maaz. I was the one chatting with you." He's like, "Oh, what's up, man?" And then we struck up a conversation, and I told him like, "Your content is so good, dude. Like you be a million plus already, right? Like it's that good." And he's just like, "Yeah, no, thanks for reminding me that I need to keep working on my videos." He was like super. Like, I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." No, but he's a great guy.
That's
He's
so
the one who
cool.
actually he's the one who he said like, "I've got a lot of editors, that work for me." And I was like, "Hey man, I'm looking for an editor. Can you like try to help me find one?" He's like, "Yeah, I've got a list. I'll hook you up with one of my editors." And
Oh,
he hooked me up, and that's how I met Brody, like the editor who helps me with my videos now, and
nice.
who helped with the voice chat podcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
it
Nerd
all
City.
connects.
Yeah, I
Let's
know. And the
go.
YouTube community is like all connected,
Heck yeah.
Connected.
No, but I thought his
Networking.
video and then Internet Historian's video about No Man's Sky came out.
Oh, that was really good.
That was so good, dude. It made me
Oh,
want
I
to get
haven't
No Man's
watched that
Sky.
yet.
It
Yeah,
made me
Oh
want
my
to get No Man's
Did
Sky
you see?
immediately.
Like it was like on like the developer was tweeting about it, and it became like #2 on Steam like that day.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow,
It's
that
insane, and
good.
it looks like a fun game, Rush. It looks like a game that if we got into, we would never stop playing. Like,
Yeah, we would just be exploring, just running around with zipping,
Addiction.
zapping things.
yeah, trying to find a make a squad together and make like a base. It's like imagine Minecraft, but actual huge exploration elements as well. You know, like that'd be so fun. I don't know.
Speaking of like
All these
fun games, have you guys ever been addicted to games
games.
No, I've never been
in
addicted
the
to any
past?
video game in my life. Never.
Maz is addicted to
You're
it.
playing Animal
Like,
Crossing?
not Club Penguin, not Club
No,
Penguin.
no,
Maddie?
no, no, no. Club what? I'm sorry.
Wait, clubbing? Clubbing?
Club.
Alex.
Laddi, what?
Me and Alex, we were just clubbing, you know.
Yeah, we VidCon US clubbing.
Dropping coins.
Laddie was also peeing.
I'll
into the
make it
ice.
rain. I'll make it rain on all you.
She'll drop some coin.
Rush. What about Halo Reach, Rush?
Halo Reach is as sexy as the greatest game of all time. I don't want to hear it. Don't even. How dare?
No, I'm not here to argue.
I love that
I've
game.
been addicted to Breath of the Wild lately because we got it like during Christmas, and like I had to stop playing it all this week because I was like, I'm not getting anything done. But like I would just want to play it all day. It's so good. I love it. It's so like I love
It's
it.
free.
Yeah. It's really like you can go everywhere. You could literally do anything. There's all these main quests like that you're supposed to do, but you could also just go off and like get some chickens and because this guy
can
lost
do
his
anything.
chickens. Yeah. It's like it's so
Chickens.
stupid. I love it. I just have fun with it.
I think
That sounds addictive.
that's honestly so good. Like
Mhm.
I'm the type of guy that gets addicted to games so easily, like immediately. I've literally the only time I stopped playing RuneScape was like last year. You know, I played RuneScape honestly. I've been thinking about getting back into RuneScape. That's the thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
addiction.
Overwatch I played again today after 2 months and it sucks.
What?
I don't like it. I don't like Overwatch anymore, man. It frustrates me. I don't like playing it.
Is because I joined and I played Torbjorn? Is that what
No,
happened?
no. You what? No, I just didn't have fun.
Wait,
I'm the
Overwatch
kind
is
of guy that likes
so
putting
popular?
checklists down and doing stuff, you know.
Uh-huh.
And RuneScape, that's all the game. That it's just checklists, and I love it. I love that game so much. And
You
they're
ever
gonna
play
release
World of
a new
Warcraft?
skill.
Yes.
They're gonna release a new
Yeah.
skill tomorrow in like 2-3 days. So I can't wait.
Dude. How about you, TJ? Are you addicted?
I've been addicted to so many games in the past. It's not even funny. Mostly MMORPG, I guess, and like fantasy.
You played a Final
games.
Fantasy game?
It's funny you ask, but actually no. I've only played like Game Boy versions of Final Fantasy, so that was actually my very first Game Boy game that I got, like Final Fantasy 4.
Not Pokemon?
Pokemon, I didn't. I played it via PC when it first came out, like everything on PC. So, but I don't know if you guys heard of Maple Story. That's like one of the biggest that I got.
Dude. I
Yeah,
love Maple Story.
No. It's like OG of all OGs. Like for me, like his Maple Story started in South Korea and it came out first there, and that's the first ever like MMO game.
Is there like a second one coming out, or did it already come out?
It already came out, but like I've never gone back just because I know how addicting it is for me. So like if I start playing it, I wouldn't be doing YouTube or I wouldn't be doing anything else. So I try to control myself. But whenever I see those like new updates, I'm just like, I want to get back. But yeah, I try to control myself. It's
Dude,
good
honestly, it's like Maple Story. I got back into it as well recently, and it's not the same, dude. It is.
Yeah.
I even played Maple Story 3D, like the new one that came out.
The Maple Story 2, yeah.
Yeah, Maple Story 2. It's fun, but it doesn't have the same thing, man. It doesn't.
Yeah, doesn't have the same spark. But yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I know. And so
Game
like playing all
addictions.
these, games, I feel has always helped me grow up. Like RuneScape has like what I used to do on RuneScape, and this is so Maaz. And as soon as I tell you guys, be like, "Yep, I don't expect anything more or less." But I used to be a financial flipper. I used to flip things.
Yup.
I used to
It's like
buy
this.
runes for like 10 GP and then sell it for
Oh,
20 to
that
double
is
it. You
so
know,
Maaz.
Of course.
I mean
Of
millions and millions.
course.
And
Maz.
then one of the times I quit was during university. I was flipping coal and I was buying huge amounts of coal. Like literally, like I spent 300 million in coal and flipped it and got like a 600 million, and I kept going.
Wow.
And
Dang.
then while I was so confident in my ability that I flipped it again. I bought like 500 million worth of coal. And then they announced a mining and smithing rework, which made coal useless, and coal tanked in price. And I was like, no, it's gonna rise, guys. It's gonna rise. It's gonna rise. And I just kept seeing it crash more and more. And I'm like,
Oh,
guys,
that's
Yikes.
painful.
guys.
There
Okay,
goes
that
Maaz's
reminds
lost
me.
200
legacy.
mil.
That
I
reminds
lost
me
it.
of playing Catan with TJ Toons and Harris.
Ah!
I hated
Catan's
TJ.
so good.
I freaking hate Catan because TJ only.
Yo,
Oh,
listen.
Harris. Oh my god, so
Listen,
triggered.
I
I'm so triggered right now.
I made Alex cry like
What?
with this game.
What?
It
What
is
did
the
you
most
do?
hilarious thing ever. I had no idea I did that much damage to her brain, but like
Dude, make
I
a
was
friend cry.
getting.
I was like, don't put the thief on the bricks. We need bricks, and then they would put the thief on my bricks, and then we wouldn't get bricks. And then they'd be like, "Oh, do you guys have bricks?" I'm like, "If you hadn't put the thief on the bricks, on my bricks, then you would have had bricks." And
I don't
it was
know,
just like a
man.
spiral of like,
This sounds
It's
awesome.
hilarious. Everyone
oh
was
my
ganging up on Alex, and it was the most
uh,
darnest thing ever. It's so
I became
funny.
like a Chinese business lady. It was just like, no, please no.
It is
You
one of
can
my
have
favorite
them.
times. Honestly, yeah. We should play Catan again.
We're so gamers.
I wanna play Catan with you guys. I wanna ruin Alex.
Yo,
It's the
No,
same thing
Maz,
when we play-
Maz will definitely ruin me. Like,
Yo,
I will
it's the
frick.
funnest thing ever.
ruin
Like,
It's the same as Mafia. Mafia is so much fun.
yeah.
I just yell, like everyone starts yelling. Like I start yelling at Alex, and I'm the narrator. And Laddi just starts yelling at everyone. It's like,
I started getting mad because I was
Oh my god.
it was so dumb.
Yeah, don't you hate it when people kill you without a reason? It's just like, you look kind of dumb, so I'm just gonna kill you. Let's all kill Laddi.
Oh, the game Coop.
The
You guys
game
know the
Coop.
game Coop?
What's a coup?
yeah. It's like the one where you had to lie, right? Like a lot of
Yeah, you have
lying.
to lie about your cards and who you
Yo,
are and
I am
what you do.
Oh.
so
I'm
good
bad
at
at
that
that.
game. I made
Like-
Alice cry with that game too.
I'm making her cry.
Why do I like making her cry?
No, it was not like I'm so sad cry. It was like stop, kind of like.
It's
That sounds like
Yeah.
sad cry.
because I had the
Everything-
Duke, right? And if you have the Duke card, you can take 3 coins, which
Oh.
is the only card that could take 3 coins. And I was just stacking up on coins because I had the Duke card, but TJ had the captain card, but I didn't know he had the captain card because you have to hide your cards, right? And with the captain card, you can steal 2 coins from any other player, and you can't challenge that unless if you think they don't have the captain. So I
Uh-huh.
did it. So he just kept stealing from my coin stash.
So
and I was
basically, Alex
crying.
was like my money maker. Like she gets nothing. She just always gives gives it to me. But
It's
like,
so
yeah, it's just
stupid.
a game.
You
It's
wanted a
just
divorce.
game.
No, it's not a game. It's not just a game.
It's just a
It's not a
game.
game.
Way of life.
Yeah.
It's a real life.
Yo, bring board games to VidCon.
Everyone bring board
Wait.
games to VidCon, dude. Hell yeah.
More
Mm.
puzzles. Can we get more puzzles at VidCon?
Dude,
Puzzles.
that 1,000 puzzle we
go.
did.
We
dude,
finished
that was-
it.
That was a good
Um,
time.
Honestly, okay. So low key, so for people who don't know the context, at the start of VidCon, we went over to James's house, and he had this like 1,000-piece puzzle,
Yeah.
and we were like,
Oh,
guys,
saw
we're
that.
gonna-
I
we're
saw
gonna
that,
finish
yeah.
it. And so we emptied it out on James's table, and we started, and we literally got it finished like a day, the last day or two of VidCon, like the entire trip.
It took us like
And I'm
2
not gonna.
weeks.
Yeah,
Oh,
it took 2
wow.
weeks to do it. It
Well,
was
it's
like
because
Rush
we
and
weren't
I who
working on
finished
it nonstop. We were like
Yeah.
doing it in our free time.
But whoever came over James would just go to the puzzle and start messing with it, and then they'll just
Mhm.
leave.
No.
It's like a
Yeah.
group effort.
And then Rush and I finished it, and I think I was playing like a really soft mellow song, and I did like an Instagram show of it, and it kind of low key made me emotional. Like it was like
It was the puzzle. It was
You
the
know?
VidCon puzzle.
yeah.
Aw. Dang.
Floof ate a
Memories
piece.
were
That was a
made.
good time. I love doing the puzzle.
Yeah,
Dude,
bonding
honestly, we need
time.
something like that this year.
Yeah, we do.
That's like the escape room. Ah, remember Maaz, the escape room? That was my first
Dude, that was
escape room.
so much fun.
Yeah, that was fun. It was really fun.
But it stressed you out, Alex. You
It
died.
really did. It was really unfair because I wrote on the paper, it's like, is this the paper? The question was like, is this your first time in an escape room? And I said yes. And a lot of you guys had experiences with the escape room, and it was so unfair because I was thrown into a room but just by myself, while Emily had
Tabs.
someone with her, like Tabs, and Didas had pivots, and it was like they already had experience with other escape rooms, but they just threw me in like
Yo, Alex straight out ranting right now.
yeah.
Dude,
No.
Yeah, like without
It's
being
just
mean,
unfair.
the only reason we lost was because of
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry.
I know you
the
suck,
next day.
but we
The next day, I
laughed
literally
at
went up to Chili. I was like, "Hey, Chili, we should do another escape room together, and this time not with Alex."
Aw.
I'm
I'm
down.
kidding. No, we were kidding, obviously. But it was super unfair. Like every other room had double up, and I think you got given a
Yeah.
pretty harsh room as well, because she had to do like electrical wirings and stuff like that.
Whoa.
Like, yeah. And she had to like rely on somebody to have like a magnet chase down the pipes. Oh, it was so dumb.
Yeah, it was
But
super
we can do that again next year, this time, Alex, because you can repeat that and you can get a different room.
I hope I have a double up.
Alex
that's
is like,
all.
no.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
What about
No,
you,
you-
TJ? Are you good with escape rooms?
I've never done it before. Actually.
Me either.
What?
Ever.
What?
Wait, Rush, you didn't?
No, I remember you the one time we were supposed to go in during Little Tokyo.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
went with
sorry.
you,
I'm sorry.
Matt,
I'm sorry.
and then I saw Team Fort-
Yeah, remember
Hey,
the
don't-
time, Maz? Yeah.
No.
sorry,
Let Rush
sorry.
finish. I deserve all of this. Go.
Listen, it's not. Listen, I got to meet Team 4-Star. I'm pretty happy. I was pretty happy.
Yeah.
I-
No,
I
you
never
were
got
happy
invited.
because that happened, but you were not happy when you found out that we were in the car going there.
Yeah, I was not happy afterwards. I'm like, where we meeting? And it's like, oh, we're not
Wait,
going
what
there
happened?
anymore. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What happened? I don't.
Wait, I
So what
don't
happened was
remember.
essentially, it was us. So Laddi, Rush, and I were meant to do an escape room together with a bunch of other people. I think PJ as well.
PJ.
Mm.
And Rush was in a different group of people. I think it was me, Laddie, PJ, and were in a different circle.
Oh yeah.
And I had communicated that we would meet up there, you know.
Mhm.
But Rush, I had communicated that he wanted us to pick him up and then go there, right?
Correct.
And so there was a
Oh.
miscommunication there, and we were going directly to the escape room. And I was like, "Yeah, Rush, just go there." And you're like, "Wait, you're not picking me up?" I was like, "Was that the plan? I thought we were meeting there." And then it's like
Miscommunication.
we
yeah.
literally just left
Aw.
Rush there. Yeah.
Oh, I remember now. Oh.
Laddie's now like,
I feel bad now too.
No, look, listen, we'll do plenty of escape rooms. this time,
No,
but
it'll be
Yeah.
me and Ryan's first escape room. Me and Ryan have to go together and
yeah,
do it.
we'll take you to an easier one. We won't take because
Right.
Chili and I we've done like a lot of escape rooms.
I
like,
want
a
to go
lot
to
of
you
more
guys are really
escape
good
rooms
at
this
it.
time. I only got to go to the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's funny because like Chili and I, like in the escape room I did with Alex, you got different. Each of us were locked in different rooms, so you had to solve your own room, and then you can come out to solve the bigger puzzle. But
And Alex never got out.
Alex
I never got
out.
out. Yeah.
Oh.
Still in there right
No,
now.
I did like last one.
You did
minute
at the
to
very
last minute.
last
at the
minute.
Very, yeah.
Because I realized what you were doing wrong from the window that I could see. I was like, Alex, you're not turning the keys properly, and you're like, oh.
Well, I was
Um,
trying, but it was not cooperating.
but like
So
Chili and I were like the leaders, and so we were so there's a central room that connects to every single room, and you have to communicate with each of the different rooms because some people had puzzle pieces for the other rooms, and so Chili and I were like on it. We were just like boom, 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 picking up. The thing is when I go into escape rooms, I get into character, right? So like this escape room was about like so Alex was the prom queen stuck in the room.
no,
Tabs
no,
was
no,
the
no.
jock.
Emily was prom queen.
Emily was the prom queen.
I
Tabs
was
was the
like a
jock.
rebel. Yeah.
You were the rebel. Yeah, you were the rebel. And I think Didas was the virgin, and Pippins was the nerd. And then and then Chili and I were the inspectors. But I got way too into the role because they give you costumes as well. So I was wearing like the trench coat, and then sometimes when some people in the rooms were not doing well, Alex, and you would get a ring. There was a central phone. You would get a ring. And so
yeah,
I would pick up the phone. I'd be like, "Yes, I'm here." You know, I'd be like too into it. I'd be like, and Chili's like, "Yo, calm down. We're just doing an escape room." I'd be
Life or
"Inspector
death,
Maaz
Chili."
back at it. Yeah, exactly. I
so
was
fun.
too into it. Dude, we need to do it again, man. That was so much fun. Gosh,
Yeah.
we stand.
Don't
Dude,
invite
honest-
me. I wanna go
Invite
escape
you.
room.
Listen, we need to invite everyone. We'll need to. I don't know how I'm gonna do the fun stuff this year. You know, but
Dude,
Oh yeah.
We have too many friends.
we have
Too
too
many
friends. I hate it. I hate having too many friends. You know.
There's gonna be more drama. Let's start fighting. Start killing each
We're
other.
we're so popular, you guys. It's such a struggle.
I hate being popular.
Popular?
Guys.
What's What's that like?
What's that?
Lol.
Dude, it's we're so popular, and then like people find like Rush's new designs on his shirts, and they just scared off.
Dude, my designs are sexy, bro. They're so sexy.
They're really cool, like they're super aesthetic, but Rush, they are terrifying, dude. They are
Yeah,
so
yeah. I love them.
You have a child audience, and you have like death and suicide on your shirt. Man.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wait,
gosh.
It's
I have
awesome.
never seen this design.
It's the concept of the shirt I was designing. It's about Earth and like humans killing themselves. So it's like nukes and missiles and like freaking crazy
Oh,
stuff
that's
going
nice.
on. And I was gonna write my own language. It's suicide because that's what we're doing to the planet. But then Maaz was like, "Nah, don't do that."
Oh.
Yeah, don't do
Oh.
that, bro.
That's a message.
Yeah. You can't have a shirt that just says suicide.
They
on
can't
bro.
read it. It's my language. It could be anything.
Bro, your language is literally just a letter with extra lines on it, bro. I can read it just fine.
Maybe.
It's like suicide but flipped upside down. It's like, guys, it's my language.
They'll never know.
But I like that everyone's falling into their own aesthetic. Like I've started making my new merchandise as well, and to my new aesthetic. I'll show you guys like I'll show the screen, I guess, what I've been working on in terms of it's like a little light bulb, Maaz. You know, I think I've showed a few people this. Wait, I'll screenshot it for you guys.
Did you just
if you-
redesign that one T-shirt for funsies, or did you?
Ooh, that looks
Ooh.
really good.
I like
It
it.
was like a skull.
Your
It's a light
beard. Oh my
bulb,
gosh, I
isn't
really
it?
like your beard.
Yeah, I might change up my glasses because it makes me look like a
Yeah.
ghost. But
Yeah, it does.
Straight up.
Spooky.
You should
Yeah,
make your
that's
hair
really
like
nice.
yeah,
Nice.
see, that's what I was gonna make the hair. It's gonna be like a yellowish color to signify that it's like
on.
light. You know.
What
yeah,
does
yeah,
the
yeah.
light bulb signify? Like, is this your?
That he's smart. He has an idea because he's so smart.
I just have to let you know.
I'm just
big
very
geeky
smart.
power.
So that's what I
Classic
wanted to show.
Maaz.
No, but low key, I just like the design. It doesn't signify
Yeah, it's
anything.
cool.
Yeah, simple and like I love it. I would wear that outside, honestly.
Yeah,
I thought
I
it
was gonna
would
make
be
it-
on your second channel.
I'd wear that
like,
inside.
like your medical.
Only inside. As soon as you step out, you're like, oh, no, I need to take this off now. I need to take this off.
Yeah.
People can't see me in this.
Disgusting merchandise.
What's that anime like orgasmic face called again?
I got.
Yeah, like there's like hoodies and stuff people wear.
I mean,
always, like,
what?
Well, how
was
would you
it?
know?
Wow,
Wait a
you
minute.
were so quick to
I was
respond.
too quick.
That
I was
was
too
What?
I was about to say, oh.
I recently
so quick.
Well, guys, you know what Maaz is into.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was gonna say Maaz.
the only place you can go with that hoodie is inside in a convention.
I don't ever want to wear an Ahagao hoodie in a convention, dude.
Dude, there's like a Twitter video of
Yeah.
someone at an anime
It's
expo,
so
and this one guy
bad.
has like a chalkboard, and he's marking every time he sees one of those hoodies. And he had like 20 like marked up.
It's way too common, dude. People have no shame. I say
It's
as
a
I work
yikes
in a
for me.
convention. Dude, it's crazy. I'm glad that my new video's done, man. That just the feeling you get after you post a new video, it's like
So good.
unreal, dude.
But then like a week later, you look at the numbers, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, no, that's
No.
me now.
No.
That's me
No.
now. The numbers suck, and I'm like, yep, I hate it. Like, it sucks because YouTube now, every video you upload, it gives you a metric where it's like where they expect the video to be, and then when it's higher, you're like, yeah, it is. But then when it's lower, you're like, my life is a failure. I'm a failure.
I wasted my life for months.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Yeah.
though, it actually does affect you, like
Yeah.
Mhm.
mentally.
It's like depressing how much it affects. You know.
It
Hell
really
yeah,
shouldn't,
depression.
but it does. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to YouTube, and that's why I'm just like focusing now just to get things done. Voice chat podcast, YouTube, getting all of that stuff sorted out. You know
This
what I mean?
year, I kind of look into it like the way I want to do things is I just don't really want to care about the numbers anymore. Like I know that's like impossible. Like I'm still gonna care about it, but like
Yeah.
I want to be more free with what I put out there. Like I don't want to be like, is this gonna do well? Blah blah blah. Algorithm, etc. I just like want to put out ideas, just get things out more this year. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just want to pay my bills, man.
Yeah, that too. Feed my family.
Well, I don't. I don't.
Yeah,
you know.
I'll never pay my bills.
I hate bills.
Yeah, they're dumb, and so I don't pay them.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Bill.
Who needs bills?
Yeah.
Taxes? Get
To
that.
duh.
I've been evading them for years. Haha.
I haven't been paying them ever.
Taxes?
to what?
What's taxes?
PJ.
Dude, wait.
PJ.
Dude, guys,
Laddi, like, oh, what's up?
I was gonna bring up this tax write-off I'm gonna be doing here soon.
Oh.
I made a very expensive purchase recently.
Ooh.
Gosh, you did it. You did it.
I did.
Oh yeah,
Have you noticed my profile picture, Maaz?
Rush, no.
What's that?
Little Alex, what do you think this is?
What is it? It's a
a-
fursuit?
Yeah, huh?
You actually bought it? I thought it was a
Dude.
joke.
No,
I thought it was a
I got
joke.
it.
Wow.
I have bought a
caved.
Harbor Seal furry head thing,
Wow.
and it was a pretty penny.
Dang.
Oh my
Isn't it like
gosh.
$2,000, $3,000 or something?
No, it wasn't $2,000. It was close, but it was almost.
Ooh.
But it was.
We love poor life decisions.
Listen, future like potential video ideas, and maybe if I'll become super famous, he can be like the mascot, right?
That and
Yeah.
you can go to furry convention.
Yeah, especially furry convention.
Especially furry.
It's a win-win.
Okay, so he didn't just buy this fursuit head, he like fought for it. They were like
What?
there were like
A-
7 different people bidding on this head.
Wow.
Oh my, like my friend Sarah and Kelsey like added me on Twitter, like, you need this now. I'm like, I'm thinking about it. And I looked on Google at seal heads. I'm like, oh, they all suck. And I looked at this one, I'm like, oh, this one's good. And then Laddi's like, do it. And I'm just like, I don't know
I
what I
was
should laugh.
kidding. I told you I was kidding.
And
so,
so
how do
then
you
I
feel
did.
about your purchase now?
Well, I'm gonna see it at VidCon. Like, it's
Oh, you
gonna
gonna
be
wear
waiting
it
for
there?
me. I'm not gonna wear it at VidCon. I don't think head things are allowed anyways. But I'm gonna wear it outside of VidCon. Everywhere we go, Little Tokyo, the
Do
movies,
it.
I'm gonna be strutting.
Everywhere, every single place.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do it.
gosh.
Escape rooms are gonna be harder.
Don't wear it in an escape room.
It's gonna be so hard to see.
Dang.
So that's been going down with my life recently. I have sinned.
A big purchase.
You have ascended to, yeah.
Furry god.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy. The thing is,
Thank
Yeah, I
just to
don't.
start off 2020, didn't your I don't know, bring up sad memories, but TJ, didn't your account just get hacked or something? Like,
Oh, no. It like recently, today actually. Oh, wait,
What do you mean
that's
a hack?
no,
it did get hacked, but like nothing happened to my account, thankfully. But I was
yeah.
scared out of my mind, honestly. Like I was like Google just alerted me while I was using my phone. I was like, okay, your account got like your password changed from, and then I look at the location of where like the person was hacking from, and it was like
Russia.
it was no, it was in the same country, but like farther north or something. And I was
Yeah.
like freaking out. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna change my password immediately, and nothing really happened, but it still
Dude,
spooked me. It was a good spook, yeah.
but it was like the account was it a YouTube account and everything?
Yeah, everything. It was connected to everything.
Dude. Dude, you
So
need to and you need to get two-factor authentication, man.
yeah,
What
I'm
are you doing?
thinking, not even thinking. I'm actually gonna do that. Honestly,
Yes,
getting
Mhm.
hacked is
need.
the scariest thing ever.
The worst thing is when the more popular you get, that happens more and more. I
Really?
I get constant attacks on my on my. And the thing is,
Wow.
every attempt you get notified, and so it's just like, hey, somebody tried to get into your Steam. Hey, somebody tried to get into your email. Hey, somebody. It's like uh,
Yeah. That happened to
uh.
me a lot with
That's
like
so
Twitch and
paranoid.
Steam and Minecraft. I don't know. But yeah, it happens. It's scary.
I'm seeing a lot more hacker activities like this year or like starting from December or something. Like I see people getting hacked, like in their YouTube accounts getting deleted and stuff. Pretty
Oh.
scary.
Yeah.
What? That would be so sad. Oh. Getting your YouTube
Uh,
account deleted?
honestly,
Oh.
well, the thing is, there's
Wake
no
up in the
incentive to do
morning.
that.
Yeah.
Like, if I was to hack a YouTube account, I'd just rewire their PayPal stuff to my PayPal. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
If you
how
were a
often
hacker.
do you check? Oh yeah, TJ, listen. Sorry, I didn't want to say it before, but it was me. It was me, guys.
Stop it.
I just moved to
Yeah.
where you live, and I just changed our account. You know, that's just.
It'd be like
The
that.
voice chat podcast doesn't really make that much money, and so I just thought, you know,
You know, you can
That's
see,
okay.
you understand, DJ. Just
Yeah,
pull one for the
yeah,
team. Take one for the
TJ
team.
I
is
mean,
very
now that I
generous.
know, it's Maaz. Like, oh my God.
and you know, I didn't want to say it earlier as well, but Alex, you know the money you dropped on the floor, like I just.
Wait, so you're the guy who I jabbed my finger into.
The
He
guy
was always there.
That was
No.
Da-na-na. You're just like I'm like licking your finger. This is in my mouth.
Oh god.
and you're the one who kissed TJ
Hey
What?
TJ.
in the club.
Honestly,
Nice.
low key. No, I'm not.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
Rush is like looking over us like you know he's like dead. You know how dead people always have that floating head that looks from the sky like I'm
Yeah.
proud of him. You know like
Dead to
he's
me.
like I'm proud of him.
You did it,
You're not
champ.
rushed, you're dead.
I
Did it,
died.
You did. Bye.
Hello.
Okay, this is a little off topic, and then but do you guys like ever like when you draw and work on your videos and like work on facial expressions? Do you guys ever like make faces
Yeah.
and like,
All the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
like yeah,
all
like
the
you
time.
unconsciously like your face starts to like morph into the face that you want to draw.
Oh
kind
no,
of.
I
Yeah.
consciously do it.
So the thing with me is I did that. Like, well, I sometimes I go out like in cafes or like outside to work, and like I was working on this really weird face, like pursed lips, like squinting eyes and all. And as I was drawing, I didn't realize like this one person like staring at me. It's
Oh
just
my god.
it is like the most embarrassing thing ever. Like I was just drawing and I did doing it, but I was like crunching my face and like making this weird face. And this one person, like we just like met eyes together, and then I was like, what? And then 5 seconds later, I just realized what I've been doing, and like, it sucks.
The thing is,
Did you guys?
that's the best part. I love having exaggerated expressions in my videos, and so whenever I make one, I always do the face like, you know what I mean? Like, just,
Oh my gosh. Can't
Even with
imagine.
the tongue,
The
like
licking.
the
Oh,
licking, you know, you're like,
yeah. It takes me 20 minutes to do that scene. It's like, then for 20 minutes.
Your lips are chapped afterwards.
you just imagine
Yeah.
Maaz like while animating.
Laddi and Rush have seen me say a lot of weird things in VCs. Okay, let's just say that.
I've seen Maaz make weird faces.
It's funny because I
Whoa.
showed of this most recent video. I feel is one of my funniest ones, like story wise, right? And
Mhm.
so I showed it to my friends, and they were like, "Wow, Sultan's one's cute, and your one's just disgusting." I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
it is.
That's my brand.
Disgusting.
And then I wonder why girls don't like my videos.
No. Maz, I don't know.
I like your videos.
I don't. But anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Just straight up, I don't.
No, I think they're okay. But anyway, no. Maz, I don't know if you remember, but remember when we had sushi at that one place and the walls were
The sushi train?
mirrors? No, nope, not that place. The walls
Oh,
were
the one in
mirrors.
Little Tokyo.
Yeah,
right?
and we were sitting across from each other, and I guess you forgot where you were at, but you started looking in the mirror and making really weird faces, and nobody
Yep.
saw it but me, and then you noticed that I saw it, and you're like,
Yep.
Wait,
I
was
know
this
that.
with Lily and like Pivots and like Kelsey?
No. This
Oh,
was.
something
It
else.
was with Kelsey and Pivots. And
We didn't go to that sushi place, babe.
oh, I don't know, but
Oh,
anyway,
wait. Was
yeah.
this with Jaden? Was this with Jaden's one?
No,
No. I was there.
no,
It wasn't with Jaden, I think.
it
I
doesn't
was there.
matter.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. But
Maz
I
had a lot
definitely
of
remember
sushi.
that.
Yeah.
The thing is, okay, entire VidCon trip, you know, I kept saying to people, guys, I love sushi. Like, you guys don't understand when I say that. I love sushi, okay? And then, like, Alice would be like, you know, she's like, oh, no, I love sushi too. I'm like, Alice, I grew up in Japan. You know, it's my childhood food. I love sushi. And then, like, one day we go out to grab lunch and we go into the sushi train. And man, it was brutal. It was like
Dude,
Alice was
it was
there,
great.
Rush was there, PJ was there,
Yeah.
and man,
I love that place.
I want to go to that place.
I
I've
love the
always
trains.
I've always wanted to go to the train like thingy.
I think it's called Sushi Jiro or something like that.
I
For those
wanna go
who don't
next
know.
time.
I just like the crab, the Alaskan crab.
Yeah, it was fun tailoring because I obviously eat a lot of sushi. So I was tailoring what Rush and PJ wanted because they've never had sushi before that.
Mm-hmm.
It was really
Oh.
fun, you know. So I was giving them my favorite stuff, like the Blowtorch 7, and I was like, "This is like a banger. I love this stuff." And then Rush, I was like, well, "Do you like crabs and mussels and a scallop?" And you're like, "I love scallop." I'm like, "Oh, good stuff." And we had scallop and crab sushi for Rush, and then PJ had more of the smoked salmon stuff.
We gotta
Mm.
for this year. We gotta make my brother do all that fun stuff like sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sushi and curry. You guys had missed the curry that I made for you guys.
Yo, I missed
did.
it. I wanted to try
I
it so bad.
ate
I want it. I
I
want
ate the
some
curry.
next time.
Yeah.
the
I'll have it.
vegetarian curry.
Yeah, because they were vegans and stuff, so I made a vegetarian curry with garbanzo
Still
vegan
good.
curry.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was good.
I don't think I've ever actually had curry.
I know. See, Americans have never had curry, and it's just like,
What?
I had curry. Jay made it for me. It was delicious.
Oh,
Jay-
cool.
Jay, like
Morgan J. Jaden
Yeah,
J.
Morgan J. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she's like a Jaden's animator.
Oh, I know her. Yeah.
They make a
Yeah.
good food.
Yeah. I want to make like a Japanese curry for you guys.
Yeah. Yum.
That'd be really good.
Yummy. Yummy.
And then Chris can help me out. I'm excited. It was sushi and fun times. Okay.
Me too.
And,
We need,
Excited
like-
for
we need, like, a whole
VidCon
month.
2020.
Like a whole
yeah,
month,
no.
basically.
well, listen. After a month, I need to go to
Yeah, I know.
London. Yeah, go to London.
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dang,
You
you
know.
be traveling,
London.
Maz. You be
New
I've been
traveling.
traveling a lot
Zealand.
this year. I'm going
Yeah.
to London. I'm going to US. I'm going to another state for Australia this time because I feel like Australia is going to change. If there's VidCon Asia, I was going to go to that. If VidCon Abu Dhabi changes with certain things, I'll go to that one. I was
Yo,
going to
Abu
go to a Malaysia Singapore thing at the end of the year for VidCon.
That's a lot of traveling. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Heck
So I
yeah,
need to
dude.
be. That's why I'm like so like I showed PJ my schedule today, like how packed it really is, and she's like, "I'm sorry for even talking to you." You know what I mean? Like I'm sorry for distracting you
Oh
doing
my
things
gosh.
because I just this is the year I need to make it work, right?
Yeah.
And I mean that for my for this like podcast as well as my channel, right?
Mhm.
And once I get some of the base down, I'm building a lot of new foundation. Once I have the foundation set, I want to make another channel. I'm
Do
way
it.
too ambitious for my own
Wow.
good. And before
Yeah.
that channel comes out, I need to make a lot of videos for this channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right, bro.
Yeah. Gotta focus. All right. And
Just
with
don't
that,
burn
I
out,
think
bro.
we should end up. We should end with the. We should wrap it up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once
wrap
again, I'd
it
just
like
like to
a
say,
great burrito.
you know what?
Yum.
Thanks, Alex. You can be the burrito that wraps us up. Okay. You can be the burrito. Can I have an Alex burrito, please? Thank you.
Yeah, you go. Yeah.
Tastes like loss of cat. Oh, fuck, never mind. I was gonna say
Scam.
loss of cash, not lots of cash, but then I was like, that's the dumbest thing
Lots
I've
of
said.
cash. Lots of cash.
Lots
Yeah.
of
Smells like
cash.
freshly pickpocketed. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, we're funny people.
Yeah, well, this is why we're comedians, guys. Thanks for watching.
That was a good bit. Okay.
Thanks, Laddie.
Yeah.
Well,
Crazy
actually,
story.
speaking about a good bit, no, speaking about a good bit, I
What?
I wrote down another. So I write down comedy skits that I feel like would be really funny if they were fleshed out. And this is just practicing for for me to be funnier. I just want to be
Mhm.
funnier, and so I write down any skit. And one time I was talking to a girl in like in Woolworths, which is like a shopping center, right?
Mhm.
Imagine
Yeah,
like a Trader Joe's or
Woolies.
something.
Yeah.
And I was shopping and I was talking to a girl who was the counter. And then I have an Apple Watch, and then Siri just goes, "Sorry, I didn't hear you." And I was like, "Siri, you jealous bitch." She was like interrupting me as I was talking to this girl. And I like the idea of Siri just intermittently cutting you off when you get too like intimate with someone.
That would be really funny.
Siri cuts in, Maaz, did you tell her that you were gay in 7th grade? It's like, well, what the fuck?
Oh.
Siri knows all.
Don't. It's like, don't forget, reminder about your STI appointment. It's like, what? Oh my,
What?
Siri. It just
STI.
makes up lies about you.
Yeah.
She's actually
No.
into it. She's actually into you having an STI.
Yeah.
Other ones.
It always backfires on Siri.
Yeah.
You end up with okay Google. Oh, that would be so sad. God damn. All right. And with that, guys, we should wrap the podcast up like a big burrito that Alex gave us. Okay.
Yay. Thanks,
Thanks for
Alex.
coming on to the podcast, Alex. Thanks for coming on the podcast, TJ. I really do
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thanks for coming on the
No, it's
podcast,
fine.
Laddie. Thanks for
Happy
coming on the
to
podcast,
be
Rush.
here.
No thanks to no thanks to Rush. No thanks.
Thanks for coming
Well,
on the
I
podcast.
appreciate Laddie's presence. Thank you, Laddie.
I appreciate
Just
your
Laddie, what about Rush
presence.
and I?
Your
Huh?
presence.
What about
No,
Rush
no,
and I?
just
me.
Just me and Alex.
I like your videos.
Wow.
I still don't.
Wow,
Just me and
wow,
Alex.
wow.
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 Yeah,
Wow.
thanks for having me. It was really
All right,
fun.
no problem at all, TJ. All right. And
Yeah.
with that, ladies, everybody. Bye.
See ya.
And make
Stay
sure to
tuned.
support us on Patreon and channel members if you want to.
Do
All
it.
right,
You
and
won't.
logging off now.